Talk about what would have happened if Jukebox
Would have killed Raina?
Killed Raina.
I think the storyline is completely different. Tariq first kill is now a woman, which obviously in this situation that Tariq is in now, he's never killed a woman or never had to. The closest he got to killing a woman was basically him taking out Diana. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Sam from Powerisfire, and I got my boy
Zion.
Swaggy Z in the building. What's going on with you, man?
I'm doing good, man. How you been?
I've been good. We made it to season 2.
You made it to season 2.
Season 2 is here.
Of the podcast. Just thinking about it, I really missed it, but we back now.
Definitely missed it. I can't wait to get started and show you guys, obviously, you know, what we've been working out. Yeah, man. So Power Book 2, season 4, Ghost has finally started, man. Well, part 2 has finally started.
Part two, man. It's been that long. Yeah. We really wanted to get some more content for y'all. So we've really been deep diving with the show and just talking about it and trying to see how we're gonna start off season 2. So it's here.
Right. So we're going to start off by getting your inner thoughts about like the season so far from part 1. And then we'll also get into Raising Kanan teaser that they dropped as well. But first, we're going to start out with saying who you personally feel has been carrying the season so far.
Shout out to Diana, man. If you get pregnant, lose the baby,
yeah,
get a body. You really been working this season. They wrote your character. I hope you don't die.
Diana's been getting a lot of camera time lately.
That's
like a lot.
That's a fact.
I mean, obviously, it's always been based on the Tejada family and how their storyline has been major. But this season, it just seems like Tariq has taken a little back seat, and that's it.
Okay, that's fair. I see that for sure.
I'm going to go with Kane.
You going to go with Kane?
I think Kane has been definitely carrying the season so far. I feel like every one of his scenes are impactful.
Yeah,
Don't get me wrong. Tariq has been doing his thing for sure, but Braden is holding him back.
Yo, my son did that thing, though.
What thing? With Anya?
Nah. Kane. He hit Noma, y'all. He did that thing, y'all.
Yeah, Kane finally hit Noma.
Word. Now he talking about marry me. Get the fuck out of here. Me personally, I understand the business side of it, but come on, bro. Effie, your true love. You the one paying tuition. So I don't know. We'll see how Kane finish off this season. You have any other bold predictions for Kane for these last couple episodes that we got of the show?
Before we get into that, I'll segue into the predictions later.
Okay.
But I want to start out with some fan questions that you guys asked in the story. So we'll get into those. But the first thing I want to start out with is how does Kane tell Effie that she could stay, and then all of a sudden he go to Noma crib and then leave Effie there? And Effie just sitting there waiting. Oh, you want me to stay? He like, yeah, you can stay. And then he never comes back for Effie. That's not foul.
That's some college shit. I ain't gonna lie to you. I've seen that too many times before. Yeah, my son, he told her, you know what? You stay with me, babe. Mm-hmm. And then he went over there talking about marry me.
Marrying Noma is crazy. I don't understand that decision. I don't know where he's trying to go with that. I mean, eventually he's trying to take over her whole estate. Is the goal to take over the estate and then kill her? Or get her murked? Or
just imagine. Nah, if he could pull that off and get her got and he's running the whole shit, that's it, man. Kane won the whole series. Because everything from the beginning was about him becoming number 1. If he's able to do that in these next couple episodes and he's number 1 and maybe Monet gets up out of here, Noma's out of here, and it's nobody left but him and he's number 1, and then imagine a spinoff based off Kane. Come on, y'all.
I think
he won the whole series. He won the whole series if that's the case. You know
so far, I mean, I don't want to sleep on Tariq because I think Tariq definitely had a really, he's been good since part 2 started.
Yes.
He's been on fire.
Yeah,
Diana's basically holding him back. She just want him to do what
her
she
dirty
want,
work.
Right.
Then she went and she caught that body, but then she panicked.
Even before that.
Yeah,
she violated him in the hospital.
She violated him in the hospital.
Every single time that you've needed Tariq, he's been there for you. But then all of a sudden, Tariq come to the hospital, you wake up, he tells you that y'all lost a baby, and you blaming him. What? How are you blaming him?
I mean,
you didn't tell him about
Felicia.
Like
she lost the baby.
Nor that they had that little thing with Don Carter. So he don't know that. He knows Don Carter because Don Carter came to see him personally at Stansfield.
Right, but he doesn't know the whole task force. He didn't know that they were dirty until that moment. He found out at the end. Yeah, I ain't even gonna lie, they kept something in the dark. You gotta tell Reek stuff about this, man, because he's on top of his game. Like, once he has a plan, it's over. And I think he does have one more trick up his sleeve for these last 3 episodes. Tariq, yeah.
Of course he does,
think
because he got the
right.
information from Anya.
I think he got one more trick up his sleeve that's going to checkmate this whole shit. So we'll see how it all plays out. But I like how they've been showing a lot, but also keeping it under wraps. Because again, it's rumored that the season ended and they didn't know that the show was coming to an end.
Yeah.
So are we getting left with a crazy cliffhanger? I'm really waiting for episode 10 because that's going to be telling all what's coming next.
You waiting for 10. I'm waiting for 8.
I feel you, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
8 about to be crazy.
Eight go crazy. 8 and everybody knows, right? If you're a Power fan, you know. Every time it gets to around episode 8, episode 9,
It's over.
bro, it's over. Me personally, last season, episode 9,
And 10 was immaculate.
right?
For sure.
Episode 9 was my favorite episode of all time.
Any power.
That was of any power. That was my favorite episode of all time.
sure.
I called Sam right after I watched it. I'm a fiend. I'm watching the leaks. Sam don't watch.
I
the
didn't
leaks.
watch the leaks,
I'm
yeah.
watching the leaks. You feel me? 'Cause
I
again,
let the leaks stay right where they was.
listen, I watched the leaks. Then I tuned in the next week and I watched the actual episode. Still, like I never watched the leaks, but I did. So
Well, there hasn't been no leaks so far.
hasn't been no leaks so far.
Shout out to Stars. They
Shout out to
doing
Stars.
something right.
They doing something.
I
right.
haven't heard no leaks. I mean, they keep leaking out photos and stuff, but other than that, yeah.
My father always be saying though, it's like they be doing that on purpose. It'd be 50. So
Allegedly.
that's what my dad says.
Allegedly it's 50.
Allegedly it's 50. My dad be saying that though. My dad think it's 50. 50. You gotta answer that, brother. For real.
I hope 50 not doing that on purpose. So we're going to get into a couple of the fan questions. Zion, if you could read out some of the names, if you could read out the names.
I got you. Himothy 4KK asks, why didn't they pack Carter's ass when they all was in the house together?
Another person also DM'd me about that too. I felt like it was kind of weird, but at the same time, can you really kill Carter? You literally you killed Felicia. Felicia's dead in the kitchen. And then to kill Carter, what do you do? Then, like, dispose of both bodies? They already took 3 hours to she reading bedtime stories and touching every single thing in the kitchen. I don't understand what Diana was thinking. And then you call Tariq. Who knows how long it took him to get there? First off, how Tariq got there? He don't got no car.
He sold his car, y'all.
Did he take an Uber? Did somebody drop him off?
Yo,
How Tariq got there?
Tariq sold his car, y'all. I forgot about that whole shit. He sold his car to get money for product. My thing about that whole shit was Monet comes in. Oh, yo, there's a kid upstairs. Fuck it, I'll handle it. What you mean you gonna handle it? You got a gun in your hand, you about to kill the kid? You bugging. Like, they was really about to go ham in that bitch. I ain't even gonna lie.
The audience
Carter
saying
and them
that,
came in.
that he was driving.
He was driving
Whose
the
car? Whose
Yo,
car was he driving?
He was driving, though. He was
Whose
driving
car,
the car,
though?
but I don't know.
Tariq can't get no new car.
Yo.
How he get there?
I ain't even gonna lie. They got to show us stuff like that, because if they not showing us who got the car.
Right,
like,
did he
come
take
on,
Brayden's
like,
car?
Probably. I ain't gonna lie.
I don't know.
Brayden been coked out lately.
Do you think they should have killed Carter in the kitchen,
right
in the
here?
living room area, right then and there?
I ain't even gonna lie.
Who would have done
reason-
it? Because he had a gun on the 3.
For some reason,
It had to have been Drew, but Drew wasn't there. He just got out of jail.
For some reason, I thought that Monet was going to pop his ass at some point. I don't know why I thought that was gonna happen, but then I'm like, nah, I'm trying to figure out what the fuck they gonna do about this. She's dead as shit. Diana did not play. She took the skillet. She looked at it.
Mind you, no
Like-
gloves. Very rookie of
Like,
her.
that was wicked.
She
Like,
touching everything in the kitchen, like fingerprints everywhere. She go upstairs, she reading bedtime stories to the kid. She touching the railings. Literally,
Yeah, she
fingerprints everywhere.
yeah, she went hard. I ain't even gonna lie. Like, I'm so confused on. She went with the gun. What was you thinking? People told you to sit back. You feel me? You too pretty to be catching bodies out here too. If anybody ain't tell you that, I'm gonna tell you that. I love you. And
I think it
just
was
wanna make
time.
sure that you,
I think it was time.
I think it was time for sure. But again,
Would you have rather her use the gun? Like she had the gun in her hand? Or was the frying pan a little bit more
frying pan that reminded me of the scene with
Ghost,
Ghost,
yeah, in jail.
In jail.
Season 4?
Yeah, I like the frying pan. I like the kill.
Shout out to the homage to Ghost.
Word, yes, I like the kill. I'm not a fan of the kill. Like I'm good with the kill. It had to happen. She needed to catch a body. She needed to get that thing on her. She don't got to worry about the kid no more. You know what I'm saying? But I was really hoping that the little kid in the mirror was little Lorenzo St. Patrick out here running around. I was really hoping for that. I ain't even gonna lie.
So segue kind of backwards a little bit. When Tariq and Diana was sitting there talking about everything, do you think Tariq and Diana actually end up together? Is that where the storyline is kind of taking that relationship?
It was, but now the baby's not. It's over.
I know it wasn't around a lot, but I'm here for
Right.
you now. I think he said that because that's where they're going with the storyline. They're
That's
going
but-
to be together. Do you see that or no?
I see it, but
And
I
if so, what happens to Anya?
listen, I ain't gonna keep on getting cracked in that twin size bed. Y'all been talking about it. I've been seeing y'all. I've been seeing y'all going crazy on Facebook, on Instagram. She gonna keep on getting cracked in that.
So he's going to
and-
cheat on Diana with Anya.
Nah, that's obviously it's college. So like after college, the new semester hit. After some point, I doubt that once Reek or something happens to Anya's mother, Noma, she's gonna even want to deal with them anymore. So they're not gonna be talking no more. That leaves perfect amount of time for them to start Diana and Tariq to start their family, or Reek to start their family. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's for my Diana and Reek hopefuls out there. I know some of y'all still want him to get back with Effie. I think you're stupid. I know some people were waiting for Lauren to come back, but she never coming back. So
Definitely. Wow. So we could read another fan question.
I'm sorry, Luis Parks, 32. Why is Kane out here taking orders from everyone? Bro out here looking bad.
I don't personally think that Kane looks bad. I think Kane is making chess moves. The marriage is a chess move.
Yeah.
Because if they get married, it's a reason why he's trying to marry her, because he know he's going to be able to get access to everything that she has, saying by marrying her. And then I think he's eventually going to take her off of the chessboard.
Okay.
So I don't even think he was smashing her because he liked her. I think he was smashing her just because he was trying to get her feelings involved so that he could take over her organization, for sure.
Well,
But who else is he taking orders from? Because Carter don't have nothing to do with Kane.
I think he probably just taking orders from
Noma?
Noma. But I mean,
Yeah,
I
but
guess that's his boss,
it's a reason
right?
for it. Yeah, I mean, that's technically his boss, but again, that's about to be his wife. So Kane has now put himself in a position where if they get married, he has access to all of that stuff. Kane is going to live a lifestyle. I think the chess move that Tariq is making is he's going to find the brother in Nigeria. And if he finds the brother in Nigeria, it's over. Now he's literally the apex predator because he has a direct line to the plug. Because Noma's the plug, but she's getting it from her brother, allegedly. Because we don't know that yet, but that's what Tariq is assuming. If he finds the brother, that's the ultimate game over. He literally won the game, and at that point, he would be the apex predator that everybody's like, oh, where is this apex predator coming from? Tariq is slowly but surely getting people out of the way. He came in, he got Zion out of the way. He used Zion so that he can kill him and then get back in Noma's good graces and then work with Noma for a little while. And then once he finds out who that brother is, it's a wrap. Tariq has one power.
Yeah.
At that point.
Yeah, honestly, it's crazy how we think of the show, like who's gonna win. It's kind of like sports with these characters. For example, Drew has been out the way, but he's been making moves too for the family, making moves, knocking people off in the jail, and that was fire.
First off, that was super unrealistic. First off, there was no crime that he committed. He just all of a sudden pops up in jail, and then he commits 2 murders. The first murder was insane. How he just went into the other room when the other doctors went away, killed the dude real quick, came back, laid back in the bed, touched all of the surfaces as he was leading up to the spot. Mind you, he's already bloody because he got beat up.
right.
How was this even possible?
I don't know, like what it's like for somebody to die in jail, right? Or somebody to be killed in jail. But I figured if there was no cameras, which they didn't emphasize there was no cameras, so we're going to assume that there was no cameras.
Right.
We also going to assume that people not going into deep dive to find out who got murdered in jail. What if the person was a murderer? Well, technically the person was, right? The person was a murderer that was in jail. He murdered the people from the innocent kid, right?
Yeah, but that's no. The innocent kid is the one that Don Carter killed.
That's what I'm saying.
He's dead.
No. He shot him, but he survived it.
No. That was one of the other people that Carter ended up shooting.
Okay.
He ended up surviving, and that's who he took out.
Okay, so he shot 2 people there.
Yes. And he had to take out the other dude because he witnessed the whole conversation between Monet, and then he also watched him kill the other guy. Okay. So that's why he had Drew go in and kill him.
Yeah.
Now, I'm saying in general, I just feel like it's unrealistic because then Drew gets right out of jail after. He commits the second murder, and then that's it.
And then Don Carter's
you know what I mean? Like, it's like, what?
Oh,
But,
man.
Yeah. All right, well, we'll go into another fan question.
Okay, cool. This is from Calm Before the Storm 0. What are your predictions on who will survive season 4 of Ghost and who's getting the spin?
All right, so
There's so many
I really
options to
don't
choose
think
from.
it's going to be a lot of major deaths, y'all. I'm sorry. They didn't know that the season was going to end, And I don't think that they would have killed off too many major characters in season 4, especially with them not knowing that the season was going to end. So I think we may get one major death, and I don't know who that would be. I know for a fact Diana's going to survive, for sure. I hope Kane survives, because obviously he's coming up with that whole plan, but it's just funny that Kane doing all of that, getting married and doing all of these things, right?
Just for him to die?
Just for Tariq to then be his plug would be insane.
Oh, that
You know
would
what I
be
mean?
like it right there. Obviously, Carter's finna die. I see people in the comments right now talking
So
about
maybe
somebody's
on Carter.
I think Carter's out of here. They're gonna get him. They're gonna get him up out of here.
I don't know, bro. I hope they didn't bring Michael Ealy in just to kill him off after one season. That would be a pointless waste of time. He's killing the game, though. He is killing it. Oh
I ain't
my
gonna
God.
lie. He's been
killing
one
it.
of the best
Villains.
antagonists.
Or antagonists.
He's
yeah,
been
sure.
one of the best antagonists that Power has had in a long time. Again, last season it being Noma. This season it's still being Noma, but a little bit more screen time from Detective Don Carter.
Yeah. Shout out to Noma. She's been in every single episode.
Yeah.
Just about. So
I know who hasn't been in every single episode. She's been in every single episode for like 2 seconds.
Not in part 2, she's gotten way more camera time. Yeah.
Part 2,
for
she's
sure.
gotten way more camera time than the whole first part.
Right. And I feel like Davis is getting a little bit more camera time now, but
Yeah,
he's
not
been kind of
really-
pointless
yeah,
this
he's been-
season too. He may be gone.
Yeah, he might
Because
get
if you need a character to go, it may have to be Davis.
Okay.
Because I mean, like he's a major character, but at the same time, he's not really super relevant to the storyline.
Okay.
So I could see Davis being the one that goes.
Okay.
I don't think they get rid of any more Tejadas.
I don't know.
Maybe
I
Monet
think
gets locked up.
Monet-
Maybe.
I think that's what I was thinking. I think Monet is going to get locked up at the end of the season. She gets the chair, Mo. They might throw the books at her. It's over. And she might sit down and do that time. She'll be good in jail.
Right. All right. So we're gonna go into another question.
This one I like from Finesse Capone. Will Tariq betray Brayden in the final 3 episodes?
Will Tariq betray Brayden in the final 3 episodes?
Yeah.
It might be the other way around. I think Brayden might betray Tariq. You know what I mean? But what would be the purpose of Tariq betraying?
I think fans
Brayden.
too, like the way this is worded, right? Fans look at it as Brayden is way more loyal to than the other way around. So that's why it's worded that way. Just the actions from previous seasons show that. But I think it's a possibility that Reek throws him under the bus to become the apex predator.
But
If he
for
has
what,
to do,
though? What would be the point of him doing that?
I mean, if anything, they haven't really been seeing eye to eye lately with the work. Again, with the one episode of him losing his marbles going on stage.
I don't think Tariq and Brayden. It's a weird situation because I really don't know how it goes.
I feel like Reek might have to become the apex predator
By
because,
himself?
yeah, I don't see where
So you say Brayden dies? That would mean that Brayden's out of here.
Brayden might be out of here. It could happen. Like, again, you see when the Powers character starts going down a dark path of stuff that they usually don't do. Brayden was using. This is the most he's ever used drugs. So
For sure.
that could be his downfall. I don't know. We'll see.
All right, we're going to go into another question.
Are we still staying on Ghost? Because I see a question now. I really like that.
Doesn't matter.
That this is like a what if vibe. I like this a lot. This was for Cassius Randolph 2. Talk about what would have happened if Jukebox
Would have killed Raina?
killed Raina.
Yeah. I think the storyline is completely different if Jukebox would have been the one that killed Raina, because now Tariq first kill is now a woman, which obviously in this situation that Tariq is in now, he's never killed a woman or never had to. The closest he got to killing a woman was basically him taking out Diana.
Oh,
He wasn't going to kill Effie.
you don't think so?
No, because he brought her out there to
That's
leave
a
her stranded
fact.
so that
That's
she
a
had to
fact.
walk and
That's
find
a
her way
fact.
back.
The closest he came to
Yeah.
killing the woman is
Was Diana in the kitchen
Diana. That's a fact.
at the stash house. But other than that,
It changes the whole.
It changes the
changes
whole
way he thinks
aspect.
about killing people.
exactly. 'Cause does he kill Jukebox? I don't know if he can. I mean, obviously, if she killed his sister, he can. But again, that just changes his whole trajectory because now he's like even more vicious because now he's killing women and men.
I think. You know what
I don't know.
think? You know-
Or Tasha kills Jukebox.
You know what I think, and I wanted to kind of flip this question too, but also keep it in the same realm. What if Jukebox kidnaps Raina? Doesn't kill her, but kidnaps her,
And poisons her.
and not even poisons her. The scene is still the same. Even if we keep it killed, let's say Jukebox killed him, I think Kanan does it still. I think it still happens where Kanan does it. where Reek gets close to killing her, but doesn't go through with it, and then Kanan ends up offing his cousin Thayer.
Oh, you mean
Right.
yeah, Jukebox still dies. Yeah.
Right. Jubok still dies.
Yes.
But
The reason why they chose Tariq instead of Reyna, and I think the plan changed because he only has one son.
yeah.
And he has multiple daughters. So I don't think necessarily it hurt less by him killing Reyna over Tariq. I just think he does have a son, someone he can pass his legacy down to.
Yeah.
Compared to him having Reyna, which again it hurt, but it wouldn't have hurt as much as it would have hurt if he would have killed Tariq. But then he changed his mind and then made Tariq what he is now. Which also has me thinking too, if the goal was to poison Tariq's mind, why didn't he say that to Jukebox out the gate? Instead of them coming up with that plan to kill Tariq, and then they switched up the plan, and then now he kills Jukebox instead. I don't know, it's a wild situation. Yeah, all right, so another fan question?
Let's see what we got here. Okay, this one's cool. Original County. Will Reek and Braden be a part of Force with Uncle Tommy? I don't think so.
I think Tariq does make it to season 3, for sure.
Yeah.
I don't know about Braden, because I don't feel like he could trust Braden at this point.
Yeah, I
Because
think
he's doing coke. Braden is just on a whole nother lane now. So it's hard for him to really trust him. Obviously, he did help him with the Zion kill, but Braden did that high too. Braden was high at that job, but he had to help Tariq. Yeah. So he had to kind of sober up real quick and do it. Yeah.
Okay, this one, cool. Oh, they want us to talk about Ramirez. That was funny. I know, yo.
The fact that he kept Officer Ramirez's coat is wild.
That is fucking crazy. My son said, white Caucasian male. What? That shit had me weak. I ain't even gonna lie.
Yeah, I seen the photo. If Stars didn't put out that photo, I just thought that Kane was knocking on the door to kind of break in and make it seem like something was going on. Like it was a burglary or something. But I did not expect him to come in with that cop uniform until I saw it on Stars. And I was like, okay, this is the scene. But
I'm really good at not seeing the pictures or the trailers or anything.
Yeah,
Sam is
nice.
the one who be updating me on that stuff. But I was expecting him to come in guns blazing. He came in and he was wearing a cop uniform. I said, oh my God. That shit was dumb funny. They had me like, Caucasian male, come with me, please. Like I was saying that all day at work on Friday.
It was a funny scene, definitely.
Okay.
And Braden just looking like, oh, okay.
I got another one from you from what? I'm not black. What? Black breed. All right.
Yeah.
Listen, you know who you are. Change that Instagram name, but you know what I mean. You have a good question, so I'm going to read it. If Effie's mom, will Effie's mom be revealed?
Yeah, for sure. I think we hopefully finally get Effie's mother being revealed in episode 8, which is, I think, a good episode to bring her in because 8 is always supposed to be something major.
Who do you think plays her?
Who do I think plays her? No. Taraji B is overkill. Taraji B is overkill to bring her in.
That's OD, right?
With 3 episodes left.
3 episodes left. They should have been did.
But I think it should be someone from OG Power. Somebody in some capacity that was in the show at some point. I just want them to make it worth us to talk about. Oh, every mom came on scene and it happened to be such and such.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I don't know. So that way all of the theories and all of the everything was, because if it's a random and we don't know her, or it's not a super big celebrity, it's gonna be like, bro, are you serious?
What if it's like this is just a
theory,
fan theory, right? What if the mom is a rando, but she's related to Rolla from season 1 of Power?
Maybe
like Rolla's her father.
But how would they put that out there?
You remember the night when he got killed? He was in there with a broad, like with a shorty.
Yeah,
like maybe that's the mom, and then it's
maybe,
cool, and it's like your father such and such. They having a conversation. Your father would never accept you doing this or something like that.
Yeah, but there would be no reason for her to say Rolla would never like. How would that even? Unless it's a family photo.
That's what I'm saying.
And the family photo happens to have them in it. You know, it's like, oh, shit, Rolla.
That would be that would be OD. That'd be wild. That would be OD.
The internet would shut down for sure.
Yeah,
but
or maybe not because it's been so long. I mean, again, that was just a fan theory that I just came up with off the top of the dome. I don't know, y'all. I don't know.
So somebody in the comments here asked the question: Are Tariq and Anya gonna have another scene together?
You a freak?
No, not sex scene. No, not sex scene. I think just in general. I think if Tariq is gonna make his way to Nigeria or whatever, he has to go with
her.
Noma.
Bring Anya Covington to meet the other side of her family.
Or Anya, sorry, Anya. Yeah,
heavy.
Is Anya and Tariq gonna have another scene together?
if Reek takes her to Nigeria and he's the one that introduced her to her family, you're a trick. And this is why you're a trick. Because you took Effie to Paris last season.
Yeah.
Now you're taking somebody to Nigeria. Let's be real, brother. You're a trick. It's
I mean,
cool.
but she can easily get there.
She can easily get there.
But it's a reason that Noma's never taken her there.
That's a fact.
Like Noma's never taken Anya to Nigeria. So how would she even know where to go? She's never been. Yeah. So I don't know how Tariq finds that information out. Maybe he can have Effie help him out if Effie wants to be bothered. But at this point, Effie wished death on their baby.
Oh yeah.
So Effie, he shouldn't talk to Effie ever again.
And he's like, she was sick. Nah, you let Kane hit. You still sick? Come on, let's be real. You let him hit. Come on, let's be real. I don't care what he did to you. You let him hit, and then you gonna go up to him while they happily or trying to figure out, not happily, but they trying to figure out what they're gonna do about the whole thing, and then you gonna come up and wish death on the baby? What's wrong with you, little Lorenzo St. Patrick?
I'm kind of glad because I hated that name. There's already a Lorenzo.
I like that name.
It's Lorenzo, and then it's Lorenzo Jr., which is Kane.
And then it's Lorenzo St. Patrick, bro.
Right, but why would his nephew have the same name as him?
What you mean?
That makes no sense.
That's
And she wanted to keep the Tejada name too, so it would have been Tejada St. Patrick.
It would have been
Lorenzo Tejada St. Patrick. It's already a Lorenzo Tejada.
Okay, but then cool. Like your uncle was in the field. We named you after your uncle and your father. Both was in the field. Then you gotta think about it like this too. You saw the hallucination when my son was smacked. My boy was wearing the mirror. He said, "Daddy, Daddy."
Yeah, no. Yeah, like, no.
That scene forever take me out. Like him being dumb high.
It would have been Zeke Jr. You would have loved that.
Shout out to my boy Zeke.
Shout out to Zeke.
Freaky Zeke.
All right, we'll do 2 more fan questions, and then we'll go into Raising Kanan.
All right, bet.
And then wrap it up.
All right, bet. Okay. Ghost Return.
Oh God!
Like,
I feel like we answer this question every single time.
We do this every time
that we do the podcast.
Yeah, every time.
But I guess we'll entertain the topic. So, does Ghost return? I'll ask you a question.
Okay.
What will be the point of Ghost returning in the last 3 episodes of the season? Where do they go with that? If Ghost pops up, no backstory, no nothing, he just pops up and does something. What would be the point? Like, fans would be happy, but then they literally said that the show is getting canceled. So what will be the point of the Ghost return? Just to be like, oh, Ghost return, but the show is over. Yay. Where has Ghost been this whole time? They just going to leave us on that big old cliffhanger? No, there's already a ton of cliffhangers.
That's heavy. I think
you know
Ghost is going to return, right? And it's going to be for one time and one time only, right?
It will have to be enforced.
And it will be, and I'm saying this, it will be for one episode, and it will be a Ghost hallucination of him seeing it the way Ghost would see his daughter after she died. Yeah. He's going to come back and he's going to say the infamous words, "I always knew you'll end up here, little nigga." Yeah, he's going to say that to Tariq.
But Tariq,
after he becomes an apex predator.
Yeah, but the fans don't want that. The fans don't want a Ghost hallucination. I mean, it would be cool to see him on screen for sure, but it has to be a hallucination. It can't be.
It's not going to be.
It can't be alive in person. He's alive.
It's not going to be like Ghost is alive. No, he's dead. I ain't even gonna lie, bro. Like, come on. After this podcast episode, can we just put it to rest? Ghost is dead, yeah. Like, he's dead.
But I would want to see the hallucination scene because I'm mad that Kanan never returned again after season 2. He didn't see him at all. Season 3.
That's a fact.
Like, there was no hallucinations. I said this in a prior pod, but it would have been nice to see a Dre Ghost. It would have been nice to see Sean Ghost, just kind of showing, especially Sean showing his disappointment in Tariq. That would have been a very heavy scene, as well as Dre making him even more evil.
Yeah.
Kanan coming back. Yeah. Jukebox scene would have been cool. But obviously, who we want to see the most is Ghost.
Right.
A Ghost hallucination would be nice, especially where he's trying to figure everything out right now. Because he taps into his inner Kanan when he's in trouble or when he has a situation where he has to think his way out of it.
Yeah.
So I don't see what the difference will be.
We got
him do the same thing.
We got
with Ghost.
Proctor. We got Keisha. We got a lot of hallucinations. We got Professor Milgram all in that one scene. Ray, Marina.
Yeah.
All in that one scene, right? Mm-hmm. So yeah, I mean personally, I would like to see Ghost on the screen one more time as Reek's father telling him, "Listen, little nigga, knew you was going to end up here."
But does he give him advice? So it just
you
Kanan gives him advice when he pops up.
Yes, I think he'll give him like the best advice that he could as a father would give to a son. Obviously, I know
Better
this is
than
the
what
life I didn't
Tasha
want
just
you-
gave him?
What did Tasha say to him?
Tasha basically told him that's not your fight. That's not your problem. I mean,
I think-
you're putting yourself in the mix. You gotta be here for our family. Like,
I think
you gotta he owes them.
Right.
He made a promise to Tasha,
Right.
and he needs to keep that promise.
I think that the advice that Ghost would give his son is after he becomes the apex predator and he's able to go back home to his family, he's going to say to him, listen, I know you would end up here, but now you're on top. And now everybody's going to be gunning to kill you.
Yeah.
Maybe even your own son. Put it all in perspective. And then always watch your back. As his last mob or send off, it's like, watch your back because now you heading into the territory, but now you run it.
Overall, I thought it was a really good episode. The last two have been
episode,
immaculate. It's been great. I just hated we had to wait 3 months.
That
Like, Stars,
break
come
was-
on, like y'all killed us with that 3
break
months.
was OD. I can't be doing that.
Ghost coming back in the finale will be great, but it should open up the episode. We should get that immediately, so that way whatever Ghost has told Tariq, he then implements before the end of that episode.
Somebody said they want Effie pregnant. I'm sorry. I don't want to see her pregnant.
They saying check IMDb. IMDb been wrong so many times. They said 2-Bit was supposed to be in every single season of Force. He ain't showed up once in Force yet.
Shout out to Tupac.
So you can't believe anything IMDb say for the most part. That's also a spoiler, so they wouldn't put that in there.
Nah, we didn't have no more questions, really.
That's cool. We can segue into the teaser for Raising Kanan because they put that out. Raising Kanan is gonna premiere sometime this winter. So I don't know if that's December
So that's like a December,
or January, or that could be even
vibe.
March because March is still winter. So I don't know which month it
At
is.
some point, it's coming.
Oh,
Didn't
within
they
the
get
next couple
approved for
months.
5 seasons of that?
They did. So this is just season 4.
Your boy Unique watched his brother get killed. He watched a cop get killed, and he's alive. A lot of fans was upset. They thought Unique was out of there. That's the only reason why I watched the show. I know some people that stopped watching. You got to catch up because Unique is still alive out here in these streets.
Yeah.
I just don't know what the angle is now. We have predicted that he is Breeze. Maybe.
Or maybe they're trying to throw us off.
We don't know. But all I know is that he's alive, and next season is about to be on. Like, my son can't go back hitting rock no more. That's out of the question. You feel me?
Yeah, no. They enemies now because
They enemies again.
I really feel like Unique is gonna come to his senses and say, wow, so this whole time, all of the things that I was doing, and now you all of a sudden is now back in the game now. You told me you was out of the game. And then I come back, and now you've taken over my territory and everything. He's not gonna be too pleased about that. And he's gonna cause some havoc for Rock, for sure. If she finds out that it's him, because she might not even know it's him.
Yeah.
So eventually she'll find out. But
She'll find out that he's
I'm
still
hoping
out.
that Unique can some type of way outsmart Rock this season because
he got her. Because she got
yeah.
him. She
Right.
she had him in that vice script. She would have had me too, y'all. I ain't even gonna lie.
Yeah,
Tina
but
Miller is bad.
It just needs to be a different angle.
Stars heard us and the Power Writers heard us when we said, nah, Rock owes him some box. So she gave it to him first episode. Like we said she should, right?
Yeah.
Now, Unique owe her a bullet, y'all.
Unique Ben owed her a bullet from season 1.
OD, but he owes her 2 now.
No, he's gonna cause all kinds of problems. This is why I say that I could see him being Breeze because now it's time to poison Kanan.
Now it's time to poison Cade.
And to show us, where Kanan got this idea to poison Tariq. All right, man. Tap into your social medias, of course. Let the people know.
Hey man,
How they
you
can find you?
follow me at SwaggyZ X 2 times or SwaggyZ 2X, SwaggyZ 2 times. You know the vibes, man. And find me on Facebook as Zion Sankey and Chip Skylark. You feel me? I'm all on there.
All right, and you know where to find me, of course. Powerisfire on everything. Powerisfire Media on TikTok. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe to the channel, and drop us a like. Drop us a comment. Comment anything that you want to let us know if how we did in the episode. Let us know on the topics. Should it have been longer? Should it have been shorter? Let us know. But yeah, man, this was fun getting back into it. For a second time.
Season 2, y'all. Hey
Season 2.
man, we here.
We will not make y'all wait for the next episode too long. But all right, man.
Peace.